You can't be an entrepreneur if you are not constantly creating, inventing, reinventing, learning. Charfen, one of my favorite people in the world, one of my mentors that I look up to so much, has this manifesto at the beginning of his podcast where he talks about entrepreneurs are the only source of a consistent, positive human evolution, and we always will be. So creativity isn't just important for entrepreneurship, it is essential. When I'm talking about creativity, I mean creating your products, your services, the way that you communicate, your message, your content. If content is king, what is creativity? Creativity is the pillar that you need in your businesses. Here we go. I used to think that I wasn't a creative person. I used to think that creativity meant like art and drawing and paintings and writing, and although I always have been a writer and I loved making videos even as a kid, there was something in me that thought, I'm still not a creative person. But I realized that this creativity was something that I generated and continued to develop over time. So today I also want to share with you how you can tap into that creativity and really realize that even if you think you're not a creative person, I have a really good feeling that you are. And be sure to subscribe to my channel because every single week I'm putting out videos about how you can continue to be more creative, how you can spread your message and make an impact and a profit through creating for your audience. As an entrepreneur, we're always evolving. One of the things that came up, I actually did a podcast interview about this recently, where we were talking about, as entrepreneurs, we have signed up for a life of constant transition. And that's why not everyone is cut out to be an entrepreneur, because it means we're constantly evolving, constantly adapting to the climate, to the economy, to our audience, to the market. And that's what is also our superpower as an entrepreneur, is being able to adapt and evolve and change, meaning creativity is a pillar for that. One of the most important things to tap into creativity is to look at the people around you. Russell Brunson, one of my other favorite mentors, talks about funnel hacking. And what that means is to look at other people's sales funnels, their messaging, the way that they communicate with their audience, and be able to hack it. And by hacking, it means to be able to model it, to see what they're doing, to take what's working, take pieces of it, and be able to implement it for yourself. Now, it doesn't mean copying, but it means taking inspiration and being able to see what's working for maybe one niche or one person that we can learn from that and model it for ourselves. So when you're looking into how can I create more, when you're thinking of what's the message I want to share, or how can I create this content, or what's the products or services, really anything, whatever area you're trying to improve and expand your creativity, I love to look at my inspirations. I love looking at other YouTube channels, scrolling through Instagram, seeing how other people are creating. Really, we live in a world where we're scrolling through our phones all day, every day. Hopefully not all day, every day, because we also need to be productive and like sleep and spend time with our families. They deserve it. But when we have this access to all this content at our fingertips, we have so much opportunity to learn and see what other people are doing and be inspired by it. And also be able to put our message and our way of expression into the world. And when you're looking for inspiration, it doesn't just have to be people in the same industry as you. It could be artists, it could be movies, it could be comedians. Comedians are really fun to get inspiration from. I personally look to a lot of entrepreneurs, I look to movies, I look to even things like Walt Disney and how he overcame so much struggle and the way that his imagination worked to be able to create the wonderful stories that are legacies and timeless for any age or any decade. So think to yourself, where can I tap into creativity? Who can I be inspired by? Whether it is someone in your industry, or if it's an artist that you listen to or watch, if it's music, if it's movies. I personally, when I need to get into the zone to create, I have a few different playlists. I listen to music that is sometimes sad, that gets me into a zone to create really serious, raw, impactful content. Or if I need to get hyped up for filming, right before we turned on this camera, I was listening to some Beyonce and to some really kind of hype music to get me in the zone for filming. So that's also something you can look to for how to get into the right state to create, but then also how to find creativity from other people that you can then be inspired by and implement into your own expression. Even if you don't think you're a creative person, just by creating and starting to tap into it every single day, whether it's like journaling or taking a picture and posting on Instagram with a good caption every day, you'll start to build that creative muscle. Just like going to the gym and exercising, the more you work on it, the more you'll grow. Same thing with storytelling. The more you're looking for the opportunities to share stories, the more you'll start to really live in that and be able to create from that. So being a successful entrepreneur and tapping into that creativity is something that you can absolutely do. And I would love to teach you more about that too if you want to join my 21-day Infinite Video Impact Challenge, where over 21 days we actually help you to pull out your message, get clarity on how you can make an impact and a profit from it. A lot of our students have even gotten their channels to 1,000 subscribers and made money within the 21 days. And I'd love for you to join us, so click the link below or go to infiniteimpactchallenge.com. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe for more weekly videos.